Hi, this is Darren, your starting over coach, with another episode of Just Talk So We Can Listen. Today's episode is going to be about everyone has a story. And where I'm going with that is I have personal training clients in the morning. And one of my clients, her name is Jen, we were talking about how it's hard to make people happy. Some people just can't seem to find happiness no matter what you do. And she was like, yeah, that's true. Everybody has their own internal struggles and everybody has a story. And I was like, man, that's a good idea for a topic for today. So everybody has a story. So I have to give that credit to today's title to Jen, one of my morning clients. Good job, Jen. You were actually very helpful. So with that being said, getting on it, that is true. Everybody does have a story. Everybody has their own internal motivator by what they do. And a lot of it comes from childhood struggles or childhood teachings or what got them on the path to the direction they're going on. So you have to look at what are some of your motivators. So if you were raised in a single parent home and, sometimes you want to do better than your mom did or your parents did, or you want to not be like your dad or not be like your mom or whatever the case may be, that may be your internal story. That may be the story that you use to go being successful in another direction by not trying to be like somebody else. Or you were raised in a not so great environment where you had to become tougher in order to survive. So you use that toughness to reach the next level. So there's many motivators to your story. But the key is understanding how does that story actually help you. Now, you can use it as a motivator in your drive, but are there any negatives to that story? Like, are you antisocial because of your story? Do you have a hard time working well with others? Are you selfish? Are you closed off? Are you not able to communicate like you want to? So that could be an effect to your story as well. So then that story that gets you in one direction hinders you in others. So having a self-analysis of your story can also help you understand who you are better towards where we want to go. Now, once again, my primary direction is health as well. Learning to live a healthy lifestyle that benefits you. Learning how to have a healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit, and being healthy financially. So some of that story can hinder some of those points. Like say you don't go to church. You may not have a spiritual foundation. Or say your mom and dad or both or one or the other were overweight. They enjoyed eating. So you enjoy eating. So you may have a hard time dealing with your body. Okay? Say your parents weren't big on education. You may struggle with your mind. So that story can have adverse effects to your life as well. So you have to figure out once again how to break down what that story means to you, because everybody has a story. Now, if you look at social media and you look at our marketing campaigns, people are living their story on TV. You always hear a story on the blog about this person rise to success. They did this, and that actor. We're always in everybody's business because we want to hear their story. We want to hear how they became the person they are, how they got to where they go. And there's a lot of documentaries that tell people stories. Now, a documentary is great when you detail the struggles of somebody and how they became successful. It's not always a good story to blast people with their story. Like they're, making an example of their life for profit value or for fun, things like that. So I don't agree in so much freedom of your story. Because it should be your story. It doesn't have to be the world's story unless you choose it to be. So if you have become an educator, a motivator, author of a book, or a teacher, or some person that you want to help and lead others, then your story has value because you're helping people with your story. And a lot of people have written books, successful books, on their story, which is good. But you also want to know some things is not always for public consumption. I'm just saying, that's just my personal take on it. But when it comes to your lifestyle blueprint, you must understand how you want to use your story for your benefit and the benefit of others. So that's where I'm going with everybody has a story. And the good thing about it is that The story is yours. That's the one thing that belongs to you next to your body. Is your story. You live that story, nobody else. So only you can relay that story to the world that you want, the way you want people to understand it, because it is your story. So use your story to motivate and guide the type of life that you want to have. So take the negative and the positive and lay them out so that you can understand the good points and the bad points, so you know what part of that story helps and what part of that story hurts, so you can work on the parts that hurt so you can be more productive in society from the points that limit you. So like I said before, if you're antisocial because of your story, then work on being able to work more others, join groups, things like that allow you to overcome that fear. Then that negative becomes a positive and your story becomes that much more stronger. So that's the point you should take when repairing part of your life that the story is negative on. Okay, so that's my today's rant on understanding your story and being able to use your story to push yourself into a better lifestyle. Because your story belongs to you, so use that story to rise to another level, the good side and the bad, because all of it belongs to you. This is Darren, your starting over coach, once again with another episode of Just Talk So We Can Listen. Today's story was on everybody has a story. Take care, be healthy, stay positive, have fun, but always remember, be safe. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. Definitely hit me up on this podcast. Tell me how you like it. Give me feedback so that I can help you with what I do. If you're struggling with your health, if you're struggling with any aspect of your growth, if I can help you with it, I sure will. So hit me up so I can answer your questions. Everybody, take care. Have a great day.